Hello everyone, thank you so much for coming back to check the solution of these two equations. As I mentioned, today we introduce a very important method called quadratic formula. We can use it to solve all kinds of quadratic equation. That's why we call this like universal way, because it works for all kinds of equation. So I'm going to quickly show to review this method with you again. As I mentioned, I will suggest you to pause the video. If you haven't solved these two equations, you can solve on your own and then compare your solution with mine. Okay? So the very first thing is we know this is the most important part we know is ax squared plus bx, plus c equal to 0. So we compare the ABC here. A is 3, B is -2, C is -8. So all I need to do, I plug into the value to the solution, as I mentioned, to the formula. As I mentioned, this one we read as opposite B because we are going to put the opposite value of B in there. So let's do it. 2 times 3, opposite B, so B is -2, opposite B is going to be 2, plus or minus -2 squared minus 4 times 3 times -8. Okay, so I just put everything here. Several things I want to remind you. First, make sure this factor, this line, cover all the parts. And also do not forget the square root cover all the parts. Sometimes students forget it, so then come to the next step might leading to some kind of mistake. So now we just need to finish the calculation. 2 times 3 is 6. So if you do not want to do everything like by hand, yes, you can try calculator, but it's always good to do some kind of calculation by using mental math. So -2 squared is 4. So I'm going to do a little bit side note here. So it's -2 squared is 4 minus 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times -8, which is -96. And then we know 4 minus 96 is 4 plus 96, which is 100. So this one is actually can help us to simplify a little bit more. So it's 2 plus or minus, okay, I'm going to make it clear, so otherwise it looks like 6. So radical square root of 100 we can simplify as 10 divided by 6. So the solution, one of the solution can be 2 plus 10, which is 12, divided by 6, which is 2, right? And the other solution can be 2 minus 10, which is -8 over 6. So we can simplify by dividing into 2 for both numbers, so -4 over 3. So we have two solutions here, 2 and -4 over 3. So you can see sometimes it's not always with square root. If this number can be simplified, we can simplify the final answer. Okay, so now let's check the very last one. Some students might notice the big difference between these two equations is I do have 0 here, right? But we do not have 0 here. So can I just say, hey, can I say ax squared bx c, so c is 4? So the key idea here is whenever you solve the equation, we need to get this part as 0. So the very extra step we are going to do here, we are going to minus 9 to rewrite this equation as 2x squared minus x minus 5 equal to 0. So this is actually equivalent equation we are going to work on. So for this case, a is 2, b is -1, c is -5. So now again, we are going to exactly the same thing we did before. We are going to rewrite the equation here, no, formula here, and then plug in. Some student might say, is B always negative? So I can give you a positive B, but the example we are working here is like this, but is opposite B, is positive B is going to be turned to negative number here because this is opposite B. So B is -1, opposite number is going to be 1, plus or minus -1 squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 5. All I need to do, I just need to plug a number here to get the answer. So final answer here, again, I'm going to do a little bit calculation here. So negative 1 squared is 1 minus 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 5, negative 5, negative 40. So plus or minus, I know 1 minus minus pen plus 41 over 4. So sometimes some student might ask, is that possible to break down radical 41 more? There's no more way to do that because no matter how you break down 41, you cannot find one of number is perfect square number to times another number to get 41. So that's why we're not going to do this part for this because there's no such thing. And we are finished. So our final solution is, sometimes you will see the note as x1, 2, meaning I have two solutions. One is 1 plus radical 41 divided by 4. The other one is minus, but we can definitely put them together. Okay, so that's are the two solutions I want to share with you. Hopefully you get similar or same solution as mine did. Sometimes we might have a little bit different format, but definitely should be equivalent numbers here. Okay, so that's the last way I want to share with you about quadratic equation. I hope these videos are helpful and give you a new perspective to see how do we solve quadratic equation. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you soon, everyone. Take care.